It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Reaction Beanie Yo 279. Day in the neighborhood. My brothers and sisters. Back again to get into another one of these true crime, horror, dark, deep, and mysterious what the is going on type of stories. Hope y'all doing excellent out there today. Now, the channel we about to go to, we ain't been to since I know at least last month, y'all. But he just put a video out a couple of hours ago, and we gonna check it out. And that channel is Dire Trip. Dire Trip, y'all. It's been a while. And check the title of the video out. The scumbag Incel, YouTuber who live streamed his crimes. This motherfucker was committing crimes live in 4K and was putting it on camera. It reminded me of, I can't remember what this dude's name was, but it was some dude. He got like a funny name. I think he used to do the shit on Instagram, where he used to go around like pranking people, but it's almost like he wasn't really pranking people. It's almost like he was harassing them, or you know what I'm saying, committing a crime. But he used to put it on Instagram. He did the shit in 4K. He did it. He live streamed it. It reminded me of that, but I'm thinking it's gonna be even worse. I don't know what kind of crimes he committed, but I think it's gonna be worse than a little prank that he broadcasting to the world. But I don't know. We finna see. But before we see, my brothers and sisters, y'all know what y'all got to do. Get whatever you might need. Get what you need. We back to Dire Trip once again. Y'all got what y'all need, y'all ready to go? Then let's fucking go.
A menace, a self-identified incel, terrorized the streets of New York City for years. He would livestream himself harassing and assaulting people as well as endangering his own life with his stunts. That is, until it all culminated with one final stream.
Time out. This dude is kind of like the dude. This ain't the dude I'm talking about, but the little pranks that we just seen, it do look like he doing some crazy ass pranks that's harassing people. But I think it's gonna be a little more crazy. It's gonna be like Dire Trip just said. It's gonna be one big thing that is like, okay, motherfucker, now it's time for you to go to jail. I don't know, but let's go. Get whatever you may need.
We've covered a lot of criminal incels on this channel, but this might be the first time I've ever covered a live streamer. Not only that, but this might be the first time I've covered someone who has filmed most, if not all, of his crimes. Malik Sanchez, better known by his online handle Smooth Sanchez, was an American YouTuber, streamer, and militant incel living out in New York City. He claimed himself to be the king of the city, basing this claim on absolutely nothing. Over time, he's been arrested time and time again for the mischief he committed all throughout the city on his live streams. These streams included all manner of crimes, from petty theft, to harassment, to assault, to even terroristic threats. Most of his videos, which often went on for hours and hours at a time, mainly consisted of Smooth Sanchez hitting up random strangers in public and bothering them in various ways. More often than not, he would end up harassing them and insulting them to their face. Sometimes he would awkwardly follow them for excruciatingly long periods of time.
I have a question. What do you think about Donald Trump? He's a bigot and a racist, right?
Yeah.
He's a bigot and a racist. Did your parents vote for Trump?
No.
May I ask, why is your hair painted the way it is? Do you like it? It looks all right. It doesn't look that bad, right?
What?
Doesn't look that bad, right? Your hair.
Well, I mean, right now it looks,
How many medications do you take? Like, how many mental medications do you take?
none. What the fuck is up? Like,
No,
leave me
it's
alone.
just an interview on, like,
I
you know.
don't want to be in this.
Okay, all right, no problem. I'm just asking you a question. Is your name Susie Rottencrotch? Susie? Okay. I get it. You're annoyed, okay.
Wow.
Why did he do this, you ask? Well, it might have been because he enjoyed the ego high of having an active audience, but a large contributing factor to this was that people would often donate while he was streaming. Some people would even donate money with a suggestion of what kind of act he should commit, such as hop into that truck or bother that girl.
And see, that's another thing wrong with just humans, man. It's so many humans out here who actually promote shit like this. Like they watching, eating they popcorn, watching him go walk around harassing the shit out of people. You know what I'm saying? They endorsing, they influencing him to keep going, keep doing, do more. And it's worse than this. You got humans out here who actually are like create fan clubs of murderers. Like motherfuckers who murdered people, convicted murderers, they go to prison and they be getting fan mail from people who be supporting them. Like humans I gotta say it again. We are the greatest thing and we the worst thing on planet Earth.
That donation is like very gross and it's
Aussie tipped
disgusting.
$3.34. Holla Smooth Sanchez. I watch your feed from Vancouver, Canada.
Hey, shout out to Canada, man. Thank
You
you.
make us laugh and enjoy our day. Keep doing what you're doing and congratulations for being a top Earl King that is Latino.
Woo! I run IRL. What's good with it? This is my shit. Entertainment on a weekly basis. The best. Nobody could do it like me. I'm 2 bridges down. What's good? Let's go. Thank you so much for that donation. Woo!
He wasn't above bothering pretty much anyone and everyone from all walks of life.
What's going on?
What do you want?
You look upset at me. You got a problem?
No, what do you want, dude?
You were talking with an accent before. You were talking pretty hot before, right? Now it's out of you?
What do you want? I don't know what you're talking about.
One of Sanchez's recurring stunts would be to hop onto the back of a moving vehicle and see how long he could ride before the driver would notice, all while talking to his viewers and having the donations flood in. In one incident, he pestered the driver of a bus while talking through a megaphone until the man got sick of putting up with him and ordered him to either cut it out or get off.
Excuse me, driver, what's the next stop?
Where you want to go? You gotta cut that bullhorn off. Alright, don't use that in here.
My bad.
Next stop on this bus is 26th Street.
Appreciate it.
Sanchez would even bother police officers, such as in this one clip where he tried to rile up some outrage while claiming that gay men had assaulted him in a pride rally. The police, though, weren't having any of it. The reason they didn't believe him for a second became more and more obvious as the video went on.
Washington Square Park, there was a bunch of gays. They tried to assault me. They tried to mess me because I'm 17 years old. It was a bunch of gay people. They're right there in Washington Square Park, and they tried to mess me and they try to hurl things at me. Are you writing this down? Are you getting this? It's Black Lives Matter. Bored? No, I'm not bored. I'm making an official report.
You're making an official report?
Yes.
Okay, what did they look like?
Come here. Come.
What did they look like?
Come with me to Washington Square. Come.
What did they look like?
They were white and gay.
What does them being gay have to do with anything?
They tried to mess me.
Go bother somebody else, man. Not funny.
How is it not funny? It's like, I'm trying to make an honest report. Wait, maybe, do you not take me serious because of the panty? I don't think he takes me serious because of the panty.
Wearing panties on his head seemed to be somewhat of a recurring gag. Above all, Smooth Sanchez was an incel. I've gone over this multiple times now, so I'm just going to touch on it real briefly. Incel stands for involuntary celibate, meaning they can't get laid even if they try. It's become a huge trend on the internet in recent years. While most incels are harmless, just lonely or anything, some of them become very angry, very militant, and very violent, mainly towards women. Smooth Sanchez was one of these men. At least he was becoming one. Women were a common target of his shenanigans. Oftentimes, he would start by attempting to ask a woman out or get her phone number only to be shot down.
Hey, listen, baby, I'm Smooth.
I'm not your baby and you can eat shit.
Damn.
You gotta be joking me, right? You're gonna get whacked, baby. Oh, listen, baby. Baby, I'm Smooth. Baby. Listen, baby, I'm Smooth.
Hello.
Hey, baby, you think I can get your number? Unless you guys happen to be lesbians. No, you're a lesbian. That's what it is. In denial, you're a lesbian. You're a lesbian. Kiss each other right now. Kiss each other right now. Prove it to me.
Once in a while, Smooth Sanchez would pick out one girl to bother for an uncomfortably long amount of time. While doing so, he would often use common incel terminology, such as Chad, meaning a good-looking man who gets all the women.
I have a question, babe. Can I get your number? I'm too good looking for you anyway.
Yeah, you are.
Too good looking for you anyway. You look like Lord Farquaad if he was a female. Yup, you're never gonna get Chad.
What was that?
You're never gonna get Chad. 6 foot Chad? Never. Never.
Yeah, really? You think so?
No more birth control.
Should I go cry?
You see that guy jogging right there? 6 foot something Chad? Never get him.
No, he's too fit.
And you know what? Birth control? No more birth control. Stop it. You know birth control is making chicks delusional, right? Birth control is ruining young women such as yourself. You would have went out with me in the 90s.
Sometimes,
I gotta say though, y'all, man, because I'll be lying if I don't say it. That goddamn part where he was talking to the police, then he put the camera on himself and he had some drawers on his face, some panties, whatever the fuck it was. That shit was funny, man. That shit was funny. And you can consider what he doing to these people harassment, but I ain't gonna sit right here and act like I ain't goddamn smiling and kind of chuckling to myself right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta at least admit that much, man. The dude here kind of goddamn funny with this shit, man. But I'm interested to see what really gonna stop him from doing this. I'm not saying he should have been doing this, but at the same time, I gotta admit when I find something funny, and I do kind of find this shit funny how he do. He an asshole. Some assholes are funny. Long story short, short story long. Some assholes can be funny.
rather than asking women out and getting rejected, Sanchez would simply decide to bother them in any way possible, such as this clip where he stole a woman's coffee.
So, I gotta go.
No, I'm so serious. Can let me see it? See it? So it's like, you see it? Like, it tastes good.
Okay, now I'm trying to clarify what I say when shit be funny. When he do some shit like that, you took that damn lady drink and started drinking it. That's not funny, bro. That's not funny. That's crossing the line. That right there was him crossing over that line of, okay, motherfucker, you do some shit like that to me, it's gonna be trouble. We gonna have to do something about that. You know what I'm saying? So he crossed the line with shit like that. But him talking to the police with them drawers on his face, I'm sorry, man. That shit was funny as hell, man. Let's go.
You know?
Dude, you said buy her a new coffee.
What?
Buy her a new coffee.
As time went on, Smooth Sanchez got more and more angry when it came to his issues with women. On around March 20th of 2021, Sanchez was out in Manhattan and decided to film another video. In this incident, he started screaming threats towards a group of women sitting at tables outside of a crowded cafe, specifically threatening to kill them while dozens of people watched. All the while, he mentioned infamous incel killers like Elliot Rodger and Alec Manassian.
Yo, hey, listen up right quick. When I'ma spit it one time, y'all gonna have to suck me off or I'ma go crazy on the block. I'ma kill everyone on my block like Elliot Rodgers, like Alec Manassian.
You're out of your mind. It's offensive.
No, I'ma just have to do it one time. When I kill these niggas right in their face, I'ma pop them right in their goddamn face. I'ma do it one time. I'ma pop them Glocks off. Blow the brains all day. I'ma blow your brains all day.
After
Okay, I gotta stop it again, my brother. So that shit not funny either. That's not funny, bro. Your ass can get killed fucking around saying some shit like that in places where I come from. Especially nowadays with all these mass shoes and crazy shit and just how bad that shit is now. Like, you don't play like that. I'm just talking about when he had them drawers on his face talking to the police, man. I'm stuck on that one. But that's not funny either, man. Hell no. He like somebody ain't get up and beat the shit out of him. Like, seriously.
multiple people attempted to get good old Smooth Sanchez to stop, he eventually ended up getting pepper sprayed by an angry restaurant goer. He was soon arrested and charged with various state offenses. Shortly after, he was released on bail and quickly got back to his old shenanigans. An FBI agent that has studied Smooth Sanchez later said that a good number of his videos consisted of him harassing various women on the streets of Manhattan, with many including worrying comments that praised Elliot Rodger and Alec Manassian. To quote, "Fuck you, bitch. It's because of you. It's because of you that I'm a virgin. I have incel rage. You know what? Elliot Rodger was good. Elliot Rodger was a good guy. Speaking of Elliot's victims, he added, "I swear to God, they deserve to be run over and hit by a truck. They deserve to be slaughtered."
Running through these hoes like I'm Alec Manassian. Hoes, suck my dick while I run over pedestrians. Dinner, 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 dinner. Banger. Alec Manassian!
In one video, he ran up to a group of people sitting on a stoop and started screaming about Elliot once again, this time threatening to, in his own words, pull out the Glocks. In June of 2020, Sanchez, for the first time, garnered national attention throughout the US for one certain stream. In this stream, he approached various white women on the streets, claiming to them that he was a representative of Black Lives Matter. He asked for them to get on their knees and apologize for their white privilege and for being responsible for human rights abuses against black people throughout the US.
I'm sorry. I work for Black Lives Matter. I'm sorry that I scared you. But since I work for that company, my CEO has told me to come out today and to bring you on your knees because you have white privilege. So if they see that a white person is getting on their knees, that shows solidarity for the situation.
What
The situation.
fuck?
And could you just please apologize for, for your white privilege? Just apologize?
I am. I'm trying to think of the right words to say because that's a big thing to say.
It's
That's
big.
something that comes from.
It's large in this country.
I'm incredibly sorry.
Sanchez
What the fuck? Bro, that shit gotta be goddamn scripted. She gotta be a paid actor. Ain't no way in the hell this lady just literally got on her knees for this dude. Unless she either A, being very sarcastic right now. I mean, goddamn, that's a level of sarcasm I ain't never seen in my life. Or B, she's scared as fuck for her life. But I just don't see either one of them for real. What the fuck? Wow, bro.
Sanchez, of course, was just being an asshole. He wasn't affiliated with BLM in any way. It's likely that he didn't even care about the issue. He was just trolling in his usual fashion. The video went viral when people on the internet figured that he was being genuine. Viewers all over the country said that he was both racist against white people and a bully. Even Tucker Carlson, of all people, commented on the stream, calling it an example of the mob seeking the total humiliation of its enemies. A short while later, Smooth Sanchez was charged with illegal possession of pepper spray after he was linked to a case in which a 40-year-old woman in Chelsea, Manhattan had been assaulted. This wasn't even an isolated incident, though. It's believed that he had pepper sprayed about 5 people in the 6 months leading up to this incident. People didn't just put up with his antics. Some people would outright come after him on stream. In some clips, he struggled while onlookers would attempt to beat him up, usually threatening to call the police or sue once push came to shove and he was the one on the defense.
Out of here. What are you doing? Don't touch me. He's gonna touch my camera. He's taking my property. He's taking my property. He's taking my property. What are you doing? Get the f off me, bro. Bro, you're taking my property.
I'm not touching anything. What did you do?
I just sprayed you because you touched me.
No, I didn't touch you.
My mom's right there.
Smooth Sanchez once again came to national attention after a chaotic live stream in October of 2020. This was when he streamed himself climbing up the Queensboro Bridge in New York City, all because he, in his own words, wanted to take his content to the next level. At about 4 p.m. that Thursday afternoon, he started climbing up the bridge, one-handed while holding his phone, with no equipment whatsoever. People watching the stream assumed that this was the end, that he was going to fall off and end his life right then and there on Twitch as thousands of people watched. "I could really fall through these cracks, but it would be a worthy death," he told his followers, likely in hopes that they would share the video to more and more people. The police quickly started getting calls from drivers on the bridge who noticed some crazy kid climbing up. At first, the police believed he was going up there with the intention of jumping off. Sanchez clarified by yelling down to them that this was not the case. "I was just doing this for fun," he yelled to them. Donations flooded in as he did so. Eventually, police officers were left with no choice but to throw on some harnesses and climb up there to get him. By the end of the stream, Smooth Sanchez was slapped with handcuffs, charged with reckless endangerment and criminal trespassing. He wasn't taken into custody though, as the police believed that he was legitimately insane and carted him off to a hospital for a psychiatric evaluation. Before too long, Sanchez was right back out there on the streets again. On February 7th of 2021, he posted a video with the title Incel Army Rise Up. This video showed him yelling at two women on the streets of Manhattan once again, telling them that he has incel rage and once again praising Elliot Rodger. He then went on to yell anti-Semitic slurs at a group of women he assumed were Jewish and the N-word at some black women who were walking near a park. Around this time, Sanchez found a new act that guaranteed donations every time. I'll let the clip speak for itself.
Time donos.
It goes off
Maybe a
for
bit
the
shorter
bomb.
for the next stream, please.
I do it.
You can't just put your camera in people's faces like that.
No, I know, it go off for the detonation time, for 2 minutes detonation.
What? Excuse me?
For detonation for 2 minutes. I set the detonation for 2 minutes, it's okay.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not okay. You can't put your camera in
No,
people's
just-
faces like that.
Yeah, it's a detonation, it's okay.
Later on in February, Smooth Sanchez's antics would come to a climax. During a live stream, Sanchez walked up to a restaurant in the Flatiron district of the city where he saw two women eating. He then commented that he had a desire to spice up their meal. At this point, he started making terroristic threats towards the women and to the restaurant in general, shouting Allahu Akbar and threatening to blow the place up.
No, behind.
You would still be doing this.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Bomb detonation in two minutes. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for Allah. I'm going to do it for Allah. Allahu Akbar. Come on, I do it. Bomb now. Yo, all of them scattered. Yo, yo.
This man is the most attention seeking person I think I ever seen before. Cause this more than just them super chats, or that ain't YouTube. Well, it is YouTube. He live streaming. Donations. It's more than that, man. That ain't the only reason he doing shit like this. He doing this shit because he want fucking attention, y'all. That's how I'm just in shock at this shit. That dude that I was watching, that I was talking about on Instagram, can't remember his name. I don't remember him ever goddamn. Basically, he making bomb threats in people's face. Then he acting like one of them, I don't even, you know, one of them people from in another country who like to commit suicide bomb acts and shit. He acting as if he one of them. And it's kind of convincible to see them damn people running up out of there thinking this man for real, bro. That's crazy, yo. You need to be locked up for these pranks that he doing. He need to be fucking locked up. He should have been locked up long time ago.
After multiple people near the scene of the crime attempted to get Sanchez to stop, he once again reverted back to his old tactics and pepper sprayed one of them. At least one person at the restaurant that day called 911 about the threats, and the police quickly came out to the scene. Sanchez was long gone, but he had already uploaded the video online for all to see. The cops pretty quickly tracked him down and arrested him for the threats. The police noted that Sanchez's concerning conduct had been escalating ever since the bridge incident, especially in the previous several weeks. When he was arrested, they found 5 magazines for a Glock pistol. His attorney argued that he was still very young and that he actually knew some of the people he was harassing in his videos, but these claims fell on deaf ears. The judge ordered for him to be held without bail pending his trial. Before his sentencing, Smooth Sanchez, now 20 years old, apologized both toward the women he threatened and for the bomb hoax, saying that they were the conduct of an immature and reckless child. One of his victims responded via a letter to the court, claiming that she moved out of state after the whole ordeal, saying, "For the next several weeks I lived with my parents in Pennsylvania, too afraid to return to life in the city. I was convinced that a terrorist was operating in my neighborhood, ready to actually use violence at any given time. Mr. Sanchez altered my faith in humanity and made me realize that there are truly bad people out there who enjoy seeing others suffer." The assistant U.S. attorney, Kalen Lasky, said, "He's been a menace to the community for years, all while spouting incel ideology." Smooth Sanchez pled guilty to charges of conveying false and misleading information and hoaxes, which carried the possibility of a sentence of 5 years in prison. The judge, while calling Sanchez a sicko, did acknowledge that he had recently been taking steps to turn his life around. He had earned his high school diploma in the time since his arrest and made plans to join the military. Due to this, he was lucky enough to avoid jail time. The judge ordered Sanchez to time served, counting the 23 days he was locked up in jail and the 9 months of home confinement. He didn't get off completely scot-free, though, being sentenced to 3 years of supervised release. The judge did express, however, that this was a tough call, so she made it clear that she would send him straight to prison if he ever violated any of the restrictions placed against him. She said, "Someone is going to be looking over your shoulder for the next 3 years, and that is appropriate for what you did." Now, it's somewhat hard to come by Smooth Sanchez's old streams, aside from some clips other users have saved on YouTube. It seems he really is staying off of social media. His YouTube channel is now dead, and his Instagram is privated, with very few posts left behind. It seems that, in all likelihood after years of arrests, this really was the end of Smooth Sanchez's streaming career once and for all.
No, it's a fucked up situation, but it happens. It comes with the territory of being a streamer. Some streamers get arrested, some streamers don't get arrested. Some streamers never stream again. Shit happens.
Once again, thank you for watching my video. This is one of the last few big incel cases that I have to cover before getting to the big video. If you want, go ahead and follow me on social media. I mean, with a channel like this, you never know what could happen. I also got this cool fan art by Streamline Workshop. Be sure to check out her page, she does great work. If you want to support the channel even further, I do have a Patreon account which I always keep linked down in the description below, and speaking of which, shout out to the top patrons. We've got...
And shout out to you, Dial Trip. That was a great video from Dial Trip by brothers and sisters, man. And I'm kind of disappointed that he ain't get no jail time. Like, I feel like he should have got a year or two. He should have got a couple years for that shit, man. Especially when he basically was being a repeat offender with the shit. It ain't like it was his first time doing this. This motherfucker, bruh, I'm tripping off him going up in that damn restaurant, acting like one of the people in the bombs, it's finna bomb, detonation in 2 minutes. Hey man, you need to go to fucking prison for doing shit like that, man. This shit real out here, this shit real life, y'all. Like I said, he remind me a lot of the dude I was talking about. I can't remember his name, but he remind me a lot of him. But I feel like this, he did take it to another level. He on another level with the shit he was doing, climbing up bridges and shit, like, and all this shit he was doing, y'all. I feel like it's like 50-50. It may be even more. You can weigh it either way, but I'm just gonna say it's at least 50-50 for the money, the super chats he was getting. But it's also 50-50. He just loved the attention. He just wanted to be seen. He wanted people to, notice him and talk about him. You know how that shit go, man. There's a lot of people out there that just want the attention. And he wanted the attention so much that he would do the most crazy shit to get it. And that's what he was doing. Good, he done disappeared now. I hope he'll never come back with that bullshit. But I digress, my brothers and sisters. I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here now. Appreciate y'all coming on back once again to fuck with me. Hope y'all hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and do all that. And until I see y'all again, my brothers and sisters, remember this. Love, peace, and happiness. Stay safe. Don't stop. Keep going. Yeah.